Hi everyone, welcome back to another session of Techify Zone. First of all, I'm really sorry and apologize to all of you to bringing up this video so late because I was stuck with some office work. Anyways, we are here back with another video of strings. As I promised in my last video of arrays that we'll be bringing up concept of strings and how to use it and how we can implement strings. Okay, as it's a non-primitive data type in Java. Though it's a class as well of java.lang package that we have that string classes and string objects or string methods, pre-built methods stored in that particular package. Okay, and how to use it. We'll talk more about it. Let's quickly jump into this. Okay, so first of all, we have a class called string. Okay, S is equal to or else if I do it semicolon. So which means that let me mouse over on it and I can see this is a java.lang.string. So string class represent the characters strings. Okay, all the string literals in the Java programming such as ABC are implemented as an instance of this class. So if you are using Eclipse, just you need to mouse over on any of the class. It will give you the detailed analysis of it, how to use it, what are the like everything you can get from it. Okay, or else you can go to this open declaration or open the attached Java doc in the browser. This can lead you to the official Java website where the complete document is there for the string and how to use it. So coming back to our topic, what exactly is a string? So string is nothing else but it's a array of characters. Okay, if you remember in the arrays, if you have not gone through the array topic yet, please go to the previous video, completely watch it, have an understanding of array, and then come back to string so that you have a better idea about what I'm going to teach in next 30 minutes. Okay, so let's quickly start with string. So string is a array of characters which have a kind of combination series of multiple characters grouped together. Either these are alphanumeric or any special characters, or just we need to have everything in double quotes. But for character we were having single quote, right? If I write like this, it's giving me an error because this is not a character, this is a string. You need to have double quotes over here like this. So I will type my name like Sumit, okay, and I will rename the variable as name. And again I will create suppose I create another variable over here as full name. Okay, so my name is Sumit Chabra. So you can see it can accept the space as well. It can even accept the enter as well. If I need to do an enter over here while printing, I will say Sumit Chabra hyphen backslash n, which represent an enter, and say this is my seventh tutorial on strings. And what if I print it? If you print it, it will give me, see, it's giving me, let me put on the console over here. It's giving me Sumit Chabra, then enter. This is my seventh tutorial on strings. Okay, so technically string can have n number of characters in it. You can even write down a complete essay inside a string. The until or unless your heap space or your backend memory allocation is not completely full. You can write down n number of characters over here. So string will allow you to have multiple lines, multiple data set or complete a structure of an like an essay, as I said. So you can write everything over here, or else you can write a single name as well, a single string. Now coming to a point, can be where we will see like how to take an input for from the user during the runtime as a string. So I've already taught the scanner class in my previous sessions, and I guess in lecture number 3 or 4, where you can refer this like what is a scanner class and how we need to use it. So if you are completely new to this and you are watching this tutorial for the first time, I will refer go to the playlist Java learning session, and you will find out multiple tutorials over there where there is a mentioning like we have mentioned the scanner. Either it's in the third or fourth tutorial. Please find it out. Thank you. So new scanner system dot in. Okay, so let me initialize the scanner as well. So it's a Java util class. Now, if I need, let me declare a variable called name. Okay. Now, suppose if I am taking any name, I will use sc dot next. Okay, like this, and I will print the name. Okay. Now, if I execute this, okay, you will see a different kind of flavor when it will printing it. Okay. Now, wait. Suppose I am printing my name, full name this time. Sumit Chabla. But what it will print? Will it print my full name, or will it give me an error, or it can print a partial name, or it will give me a blank? Let's check it out. It's giving me only my first name. So why string? As I told earlier, in my own wordings, I told you can store a complete essay in it. Then why my complete name was not printed? Why it took only the first string which was splitted or splitted with the space? Why? Because I'm using sc.next. This method will take only the first in iteration or kind of instance of a string. Okay, it will not consider anything after the space. If I'm not using a space, suppose if I'm not using a space, then it will print the complete word as a string. But what if I have to print with the space? I have to write down complete name Sumit space Chabra, right? So let me do like this. Next line. So this method will allow you to accept the string with the space as well. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Now you can see it's also printing my name with the space. But previously, what happened? It only printed my first name. That was the problem, right? But now what it did? It printed my complete name because I just changed or tweaked the method. So you should know which particular method you need to write down for what particular reason. As per your requirement, you can choose the method. If I need to choose the integer, we were using next int, right? In the same way, if you need to go ahead with the complete line, go ahead with next line. If you need to choose only the first string input, go ahead with c dot next. Okay, so that was about the getting the input and storing into a string variable. Also, I told you that string is a non-primitive data type and as well as a class in Java. So it can be used in different ways. That's why, like, if we have to declare a string, either you can do like this, like data is equal to like anything. Okay, this is also a correct way, or else I will show you. This is a non-primitive data type. That's why I've done like this. But I am also saying it's a class. So whenever I say a class, it should be initialized with like this, right? So if I'm saying string is a class which is present in the java.lang package, then it must be having constructors, some predefined constructors, some parameterized constructors, some predefined methods, some parameterized methods, right? So let's check it out. What are the predefined constructors first? You can see there are plenty of constructors of string class. Now see, these are the plenty of constructors. Either you can pass down an empty constructor, a default one, or else you can pass down a parameterized constructor where you will be initializing any value or a buffer builder object or characters with alongside their offset and count value. Okay, so it's completely dependent on your choice, like how you are going to provide the data over there. So if I am, suppose I'm using like this, which means I'm just passing down the name Sumit. Okay, and enter, or else like this Sumit or Chabra. Okay, so this is string data is equal to new string Sumit dot Chabra, and I want to print it. Data. Now if I run it, it will print me Sumit Chabra. Okay, so in this way also you can go ahead and use the string, and more importantly you can also convert any character, or you can have suppose you have an array of characters. Okay, an array of characters you want to convert it into a string, that you can also do it by using a correct constructor. Okay. Okay, now let's figure out another constructor. Okay, let's check how it is functioning. So for that constructor, for the usage of that constructor, let me create a byte array. Okay, so again I'm saying, if you are completely unaware about the array concept, how to declare it, how to initialize it, and how to use it, please go and watch the tutorial number 6 where I've explained the in-depth usage of array, about the declaration, initialization, and implementation. Okay, again I'm saying this is a byte array. Okay, don't get confused as an integer. Okay, so total size of this array is 7. So suppose I want to, I'm directly typing out since .println, and over here I am declaring a string where I'll be passing down b as a byte array. I'm using a constructor where it will accepting the three parameters. One is the byte array, second one is your occurrence of this one, the integer offset and integer length. Okay, so integer offset value means that from where it need to start. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let me start from 3 index, which means 0, 1, 2, 3. 68. 68 is a byte code for which character? It is capital A, capital B, capital C, capital D. So what if I need to print capital D to E, F, and G? Okay, then I will say 4. Let's see what I will just comment it out. Let's see what it will print. See, D, E, F, G. So you can create a string in this way as well. If you have the byte codes, if you have the character set ready with you, you can even do like that. So let me tweak it a little bit. Char array. Okay. Suppose I need to write down A, comma B, comma C, comma D, comma E, comma F, and comma G. So again, this is the similar one, saving it and printing it. See, D, E, F, G, the same. But what if I have only 7 characters over here, and by mistake I write it down as 4, which means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. E, it will start from E, right? Just note my point. It will start from E. And now, if I am writing it as a 4, though it has only 3 characters left, but I am giving the length as 4, what will happen? Any guess? It will give an exception, guys. Index out of bound exception. So don't worry, right now it's completely friends to you. I know index out of bound exception, what exactly this exception is, completely friends to you. Don't worry about it. We'll teach it as our next session. Okay, next session we are going to cover up more about the oops concept. Maybe it's going to take 2 sessions, and then later on the third one will be touching this exception handling as well. What are the exceptions, what are the handled exceptions or not handled exceptions which we need to cover up, and what are how we can use the throws keyword. Everything will cover up in the session number, I guess, 10. Okay, so don't worry about it. Now if I give as 3 and print it, it will give me EFG. See, that's correct. So these were the constructors in string. Okay. Now let's quickly jump to our topic as methods, predefined methods in strings. Okay. So let me create a string. String A is equal to my name, just some math. Okay. Now what if I need to do any I need to fetch any character out of it. Okay, and I need to store it. Suppose I need to store it. When I say, many people have raised a question like this, that you always say that string is a array of characters, a character array. Then can we get any of the value at any index from the string? Yes, we can. So if I need to store it like a dot char, which means if I store it as 1, and what if I print it? It will print me u. See, you can get even if you know the index of that specific character which you want, you can even split it into a complete character array. Now, what if I want to? I don't know the index, but I want to completely transfer this whole string as a character array. Then, which method I need to use? Okay, so let me create a character array and dot to char array. So this is the method which will help you out to do like this. So now, what if I char d equals c and I sys out d? Okay, and after every sys out, let me or else let it. Okay, now if I print it will print Sumit as an individual character. Okay, so this is also one of very common methods which you will be using maybe in Selenium as well in the automation testing for the data validation part or to fetch some characters from a string. Okay, this is very important, guys. If you are learning this course as an automation tester, so these methods are really important for the text validations in the UI or functional testing. Okay, also these methods are very important in the API testing when you are extracting the body of a response and you need to extract some specific keywords or some specific characters at specific index. So these methods are really very important, so you need to have a command on these. Okay, so and what if like we need to suppose I have written everything uh, in in any format, like S and U are in uppercase, M is in small case, I in small case, T is again in uppercase. What if I need to make it a generic case? Either everything should be an uppercase or everything should be lowercase. Then how I need to print it? I need to do it a dot to lowercase or to uppercase. If I go ahead with two lowercase and then again I copied on the same thing to uppercase. Okay, and if I print it, it will give me two outputs, which is with small case and with uppercase. You're getting the point. So in this way, you can change the lowercase and the uppercase. Either it can be shifted to completely to lowercase or shifted completely to uppercase. So that's how you can use and change the mechanism of the string. You can modify the string. Okay. Now, what if there is a condition like string b is there, which is my last name? Okay. And I want to create a third string which will contain, or I will say I want to append the string b, concatenating string b. What if I say b is equal to b plus a? And if I print b over here, any guess what it will print? Or b is equal to a plus b, I will say. With a space. It will print me my name, Sumit Chabra, with a space. Okay. But what I did right now, I previously initially the b value was Chabra. Okay. But now what I did is I just concatenated it directly using the concatenate operator, which is a plus. Okay. So, but this created a new object in the backend. But you will say, okay, we didn't created any object of either a variable, we didn't created anything. Though what we did is we just modified the same variable. Then how it created a new object or a new memory space in the backend? Because string is immutable, guys. That's a very important concept, and it's a very important during the interview questions. Because I specially trick multiple people for this. I have taken approximately in the last year. I have taken during in the current company. It's been around more than 3.5 years, and I've taken approximately 300 to 400 interviews till now. And I have these questions in my question set that I usually ask, and most of the people are still getting confused with the very basic terms. That's why I say foundation is a key to clear your interviews. If your foundation is weak, you can't go ahead with the advanced concepts. String is immutable. Okay. By immutable, I mean that you can't change or you can't alter any value with the string in the same memory space. If you have declared string a is equal to Sumit, which means there is a memory block in the backend which has a fixed value as Sumit. But if you alter it, modify it, okay, if you say a is equal to a plus b, which means that you have modified the value of a. That means now a is not pointing out to the same object or same memory space. A has created a new memory space which is having a new value called Sumit Chabda. In the same way, right now I have created b is equal to a plus b, which what I did is I just modified. So by modifying, I created a new memory space. That's why we recommend if you have a kind of a mindset that you are going to modify your strings very frequently on an after every few minutes or after every few line of code you want to modify the same variable again and again and again, then it's better to use string builder or string buffer, okay, rather than using a string, because those are mutable. Those don't waste the space in the backend. In this way you will be basically doing getting at the end, if you are doing it on a repetitive basis on infinite loop basis, then it will give you a stack overflow exception, which means like you have uh, full the heap space in the backend. Okay, so always remember string is immutable, string buffer and builder are mutable. Okay, still you have any query, any concern related to the immutable term and how it is, because when I started learning Java I was very confused with this. So it's generic, like if you are very confused with it, do reach out to me, do ping me, do reach out to me over email or on the LinkedIn. So I will happy to help you out. Okay, so let's cover up other topics as well. Now before going to that, let me print it. Okay, from Java, and let me cover up another topics. In the same way, you can do like this as well. V dot concatenate a. Okay, now if I print it, it's printing me Chavda because I have not initialized it or I have not assigned that particular value. I need to write like this. Okay, see Chavda Sumit, because I concatenated b dot a, which means b plus a. So b Chavda plus a Sumit. Okay, so b is equal to b dot concatenate a means Chavda Sumit. So first value b will come up and then it will go ahead with the value of a. Okay, so concatenation is used in such a way. Now let me showcase another b is equal to b dot start substring. Okay, so substring means that you want to get any of the partial string out of the complete string. So my complete string is Chabra, right? I need to get the substring out of it. So I entered the starting index as 3, which means 0, 1, 2, 3. So it will print ABRA. Okay, and what if I do like this? It will give me index out of bound because you have length of 7. Again, I will say because the range is incorrect over here. So you need to correct your range when deciding. So substring or your any other methods like even the your constructors as well. If they are demanding any begin index or end index, you need to have a range. You need to know the range. If I do like this 3 to 5 like this, it will give me AB because my 0, 1, 2, 3 A and size. Okay, so don't get confused. First is your index, second is your size. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the size, that's why it gave me AB. But if I give it 7, ABRA again. Okay, so that's a total size. or else you can write down b dot length. Now what it will give? Again same, because my length is 7. So you can use like this as well if you are completely unaware about the length of your string. Okay, so length method is used to get the length, or I can say size of your string. Okay, so now let me showcase another one which is very important, especially guys. It's very important in case of automation testing. This method is specifically very important. Again, I am highlighting it's split. But for split method, you need to store this value in a string array. Okay, if you are splitting up string, suppose I'm splitting up basis on a delimiter called comma. Okay, and I have like this submit, comma, select, comma, share. Suppose this is your data. Okay, this is your data, and you want to split each of your data in and convert it into an array. Okay, now see what will happen. Sorry, I just need to define the index as well. 0. My bad. If I change the index, it will print. So if I can change the index, it will print this. And what if I need to do it with the for loop? Okay, for string c colon array sys out c. Okay, it will print all in this. So which means that I have split it up thing in based on comma. What if I have like this? Chabla comma Sumit colon Salil comma Shreya. But I am splitting out on the basis of this. Then what will be the output? Let's check it out. Chabla comma Sumit is the output. Salil comma Shreya is the output because I've split it out on the basis of this. So this is one string and this complete is one string now. Okay. And what if I have this and I'm splitting on the basis of this? Okay. Then my output will be this will be acted as a complete whole string and this will be acted as a complete whole string. So it completely depends upon the delimiter which you are providing. Okay, on the basis of that only it will split the string. So that's the major part today guys, like which I was here to teach you out related to the strings, and it's very important and very important I would say, especially for the functional testing and API testing as well. So if you are there, you need to do the text validations, you need to do the data validation with respect from the DB where there are multiple business logics or business layers in between, and you need to fetch the data, alter the data, and then you need to validate it with the UI or vice versa. Or else if there is an Excel source file where you have a multiple data set and you need to extract the data and you need to validate the data by changing or modifying it as per the business mapping sheet or a business requirements and then validate it with the UI. In that case also the string, all these methods of strings are really important. So I would prefer you master this up before you even plan to go ahead with the automation testing as a career. Okay, so that's all for today's session. I hope you have enjoyed it, loved it, and do like, share, and subscribe. And do mention in the comment if you have any query. Okay, thanks again. That was Sumit Chapra from Techify Zone signing off. Bye.